Good evening, friends. This is Messages from a Cave, and I'm John Watchman. Tonight, we bring you an emergency broadcast, something I had hoped we'd never have to record. As of this morning, July 5th, 2025, climatologists have confirmed that a major ocean current in the Southern Hemisphere has reversed direction for the first time in recorded history. That sentence alone may not carry the weight it should. So let me translate. The beating heart of Earth's climate system has skipped a beat, then begun to pump backward, and the world we know may not be the world we live in much longer. So, what happened? This isn't just another article about melting ice or hotter summers. A major current, the southern meridional overturning circulation, has changed direction for the first time in recorded history. That current is responsible for stabilizing Earth's temperature, distributing heat and nutrients, and supporting the climate balance we depend on for growing crops, holding back sea levels, and sustaining marine life. In short, the climate system has crossed a threshold we were warned about, but hoped we'd never see. I have been in communication with some of the top scientists in the world, and their views are grim. So, what comes next? The following 12-month forecast is based on my conversations with top scientists. Over the next 1 to 3 months, immediate impacts. Increased storm activity in the Southern Hemisphere, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa may see record-breaking cyclones or droughts. Rapid melting of Antarctic ice shelves as warm waters flood inward. Ocean temperatures spike, killing off coral and fish nurseries. Global shipping routes begin facing turbulence and delays. Over the next 3 to 6 months, autumnal shift. Drought conditions begin emerging in South America, Southern Africa, and Southeast Asia. Early signs of crop failure in maize, rice, and soybean harvests. Fuel prices rise as nations scramble to adjust logistics. Panic buying begins in select regions. Over the next 6 to 9 months, winter reckoning. Global food prices skyrocket. Climate refugees begin moving inland from low-lying areas. Europe faces an unusually harsh winter, driven by redirected jet streams. Governments declare climate emergencies, martial law in unstable regions. Over the next 9 to 12 months, tipping year. Entire fisheries collapse in the southern Pacific and Atlantic. Breadbasket regions like the American Midwest and the Pampas of Argentina report extreme anomalies, either too much rain or none at all. Coastal cities begin seeing regular, semi-permanent flooding. Social unrest grows. Global markets enter a prolonged recession. Now, folks, these aren't predictions in the vague sense. They're probabilities based on fluid dynamics, paleoclimate evidence, and satellite data. It's not about fear, it's about preparation. So what do we make of this as people of spirit? The Bible says in Luke 21:25, "There shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring." We don't claim every disaster is divine judgment, but we do believe that the earth, like the soul, groans under corruption. That when the natural order shakes, it reminds us how fragile we truly are. Perhaps this is not the end, but it is, without question, a reckoning. A reckoning of how we live, what we trust, and where we place our hope. Now, what can be done? This is not the time to panic. It is the time to pray, prepare, and protect the vulnerable. Start storing food and clean water. Secure your home against extreme weather. Talk to your neighbors. Build community. Share resources. But above all, guard your spirit. If this is the shaking before a greater storm, we must be rooted in something deeper than climate or currency. We must be rooted in truth, in mercy, and in grace. And if you don't yet know where to find that anchor, remember, you are never truly alone. We're here in the cave with you. We'll continue monitoring this situation and bringing updates as we can. Until then, hold fast, stay awake. The storm has begun, but the light has not gone out. From the cave, I'm John Watchman. Stay grounded, stay ready, stay kind.